Why do you think it's important? Do you think it's important to know where you came from? I mean, we've gone back centuries through the written record, and we've gone back through your saliva as well.
I don't know. I would say that I've never thought. A lot of people look back for their ancestors for greatness. You know, Charles O'Neill, or not Earl. What's his name? First name? O'Neill, something O'Neill. Like the Earl of Tyrone.
The Earl of Tyrone.
Yeah, like the Earl of Tyrone,
Right.
looking for your greatness in your past. And when I was a kid, I remember I used to read a lot of science fiction, and Robert Heinlein.
I love Robert Heinlein.
Heinlein wrote in the Notebooks of Lazarus Long. He wrote, "I met a lizard once who said his ancestor was a dinosaur. I almost cried." And so I when I was pretty young, I used to think, oh yeah, I shouldn't look for greatness in my past, even as nice as it would be to be the descendant of Jean-Baptiste Colbert or the Earl of Tyrone. I thought, that's useless, you know. So I don't feel informed by my own identity by those people in that way, like who I am. But it's great. I knew so little about it. It's so great to know what they went through, that I should exist.
And they were survivors.
When a few months ago, I did a show in Rochester, and I'd never been before, and I knew that I had family from up there, and I knew that my ancestors lived up there, and as I was crossing over this bridge on the way to the theater, the driver, I said to him, "Is the Erie Canal around here?" And he laughed because he said, "We just crossed it." I asked him over the Erie Canal where the Erie Canal was, and I looked off to my right and I saw this line just shooting off into almost infinite distance up ahead of me, and I thought that I know helped bring my ancestors over here. That's what kept them alive, was work in that pit. That ditch right there is part of my legacy as an American. And I was, at one moment, kind of horrified by the knowledge of what they had gone through, because at that time, if you wanted a big project done, you know, they didn't have bulldozers, they had immigrants, you know, and we still do.
We
you
still
know,
do.
and to see what they went through and what they faced, and the rejection that they faced.
Oh yeah.
You know, there was no lamp beside the golden door. It changes my view of what American history is like, because history is made by people, and
this history was made by your people.
right.
And
my identity is as an American, do you know? And so you look back at your ancestors and you see their part in American history, or at least their small part in American history, and how they came over even before the beginning of it, and were some part of the building of it, changes what it means to be an American, and through that changes my identity, because I'm an American.
You were an American before there was an America.
I've got it pretty easy. I've had it pretty easy.